This time of the year is a well-known period for celebrations and festivities. It means so much to a great number of people globally. A lot of people, Nigerians inclusive, engage in different activities to wrap up the year. Most of these activities involve being on the road, often with reckless abandon. Let's watch this short clip of a top Zimbabwean celebrity and his friends where such recklessness was exhibited.
It's time to go out. Guys, gonna be going down. We are going to Dreams in the next few minutes. It's gonna be going down. It's Moana's birthday. We're going to pop champagne. It's gonna be champagne showers tonight. See you there. Driving Rolls Royce Wraith. Oh.
I was watching a bit of TV early morning. All of a sudden I heard a loud noise. So I panicked being in the house and I'm like, hey, what's going on outside? There's a loud noise. Anyway, I get to my gate. I see a Blue Honda Fit parked on the side of the road. So I quickly look to the left-hand side and I see, okay, Genius Rolls Royce is in the tree. So then I quickly panic and I'm like, what's going on? So I get to the tree and his car's on fire. So in the midst of me crossing the road going to his car, I met a colleague of ours who was by the corner. He's a security officer for our neighborhood watch. And then there was another gentleman that was just standing on the side of the road. So the three of us just quickly ran. We managed to break his door open. We pulled him, we put him down. He was still alive. Then there's a girl that was in the passenger seat. She was screaming for help. So we were trying our level best to break the seatbelt, but we couldn't. Then the officer that was helping us got burnt on his hand. Then we managed to step back. As soon as we stepped back, after a few minutes, the car exploded. So when the car exploded, the other three in the car, we couldn't manage to take them out because of the explosion that had happened. So he was alive for about at least 5 minutes at max. The thing is, when we got there and we pulled him out, We were worried about the explosion, so we pulled him aside. And then his best friend Remo happened to arrive at the same time. So as soon as he got there, he came to where he was. And the engineer just turned his head and he looked at Remo, and then from there he just closed his eyes.
My man, my brother, shut.
Unfortunate and sad events like this are on the increase on the road, leaving pain and sorrow to families of victims who are supposed to be celebrating. Welcome to Road Matters. Stay tuned as we analyze issues that contribute to accidents on the road. First, we go to Lagos, where Adedayo will take us through on festivities and accidents.
Deadly road accidents are common in Nigeria due to overloading, bad conditions of road and reckless driving. An average of over 100 deaths are recorded every month in Nigeria due to road accidents. With the festive season upon us, there could be increase in road accidents on the highways. What then are the causes of these road traffic accidents? Let's find out.
Over the years, we've come to realize that there's always an increase in road traffic crashes, especially from September to December. And the reason behind it is also very simple. There's no myth or any jinx or any something mysterious about this Ember month. But the problem is always the road users. Because you realize that from January to August, people take things so easy. But the moment they step into September, they start counting the number of months that is left within the year. The increase in activities, vehicular movements, people even naturally bring in new vehicles, thinking that, oh, this December I'm going to paint the city red.
According to research, Nigeria loses about 3% of our gross domestic products, GDP, from road traffic crashes. That is about 17% of current national reserves, not to talk of lives that were lost and many people maimed. There is no doubt that the trend within the festive period carries a larger percentage of the casualties simply because everyone is eager to see his loved ones. Hence, increase in both human and vehicular movements across the country.
When we look at enforcement is just 15% effort in reducing road traffic crashes. The best way is to continue to talk to the conscience of the road users. Like you are interviewing me now, when this thing is displayed, you can imagine the millions of people that are going to watch it.
Suffice it to say that Nigeria has had enough bloodshed and casualty records. Thus, there is need for us to be cautious as individuals. Also, the Federal Road Safety Commission and other road safety agencies must up their games to be able to nip recklessness and carnage in the bud. All in all, drunk driving, disrespect to traffic rule, and reckless driving should be avoided during this period. If these are done, Nigerians will have accident-free celebration. My name remains Adedayo Adeniji. Over to you, Fatima.
Our festivities can be accident-free if you understand that you have to be alive to join in the celebrations. Have this in mind while obeying the rules and regulations guiding our roads. Next, we move to Ibadan in Oyo State, a very important state that connects most parts of the country, where Diola will be our guide.
Festive period is usually when many people begin to nurse a sort of anxiety. It is the belief that the festive season of the year is usually characterized with increase in motor accidents, crimes, and sometimes death. What no one can deny, however, is the fact that road mishaps, frauds, drug use, alcoholism, armed robbery, and other criminal activities are usually on the increase during this period. During this period, there is always a mad rush. People from different walks of life carry a single ideology of making it big for the coming festivity.
Apart from the construction of the area, the road is always busy. Ember time like this, especially from November to December, people like to move from one destination to another. People used to travel during this period. A lot of people will prepare for December to buy markets, to buy various things. So December period are usually marked to be traveling.
People drink themselves to stupor during this period. Some of them, after the whole jamboree, still feel they can have a grip on the wheels. Those who drive are more careless, especially commercial drivers, since their main aim is to make more money. Some may use what we call local drinks, which according to them makes them hyperactive. The attendant result is restlessness and non-compliance to the traffic rules. This spirals into accidents, which sometimes leads to death.
Some of them also want to travel within a short period to a distance that ordinarily they make maybe for a full day, but during Christmas period you find out that they want to make such distance 2 times in a day, which is not also possible. And during this period also, such actions may lead to road traffic crashes. While
also, some people engage themselves in robbery and fraudulent activities to get money at all costs and putting many people into trouble, all because they want to celebrate Christmas and New Year in a flamboyant way. It is therefore a common sense for everyone to live normal in the world of abnormality and taking a fanatic steps in those months of ember. Nonetheless, we should not attribute certain things that are purely our doing to our illusion and build smoke screens that are obscures our vision to the beckoning truth. If we can only believe that these festivities are there for us and not we for them.
Thank you, Diola. The excitement to the celebrations needs to be well managed for all to be safe on the road. Benue State is yet another artery for movement, especially to the east. How are things like over there? Fatima Hassan will take us through on festivities and accidents there in Makurdi.
Festive seasons are not in any way different from other months of the year. Fatalities and accidents on the road during festive seasons is as a result of someone somewhere who is not paying attention to road safety rules.
Pressure from the family, people trying to put food on their table, buy clothes for their children, meet up some needs at home, especially the drivers. You see them going around, moving with high speed, and so many things are involved. Just as I said, pressure. Number 2, there are certain people who doesn't know how to drive. Because of the season, they will just quickly go, learn how to drive and then enter road.
I believe it's out of anxiety and a quick mind of reaching where the passengers want to go to, because they want to reach their various homes or villages in time. And they will now ask the drivers to speed more than expected. And the driver will want to appease or want to do it according to the passenger's will. And at that overspeed, you cannot control when anything wants to happen. Equally drinking as you drive, equally add up to some accident on the highway. And our drivers are equally good in taking these illicit drugs They will take drugs as they drive, take drugs, they drinks, and they are not too careful on the road.
Our roads are so bad and it causes a lot of accidents.
Most of them know that their buses, their cars are not good, but yet they keep it moving on the road. And when they break down, they cause a lot of havoc on the roadside.
The basic causes of road traffic crash as a result of we have three basic factors: the human factor, the mechanical factor, and the environmental factor. Of all the factors that causes road traffic crash, 80% of road traffic crashes is as a result of the human factors, particularly the driver. And how does the driver cause road traffic crashes? Dangerous overtaking, you overtake where you're not supposed to overtake, recklessness and overspeeding, bad or poor eyesight, inadequate turn signals, lack of concentration, and overloading.
Carelessness on part of drivers. You don't care to check your cars before you go out. You don't care to check your tires. You don't care to look at how people are moving on the way. You are driving yourself and you are driving others also. So you have to be very, very careful.
The government will put a measure like some transport services. They do put speed limit on their vehicles. So if government will make it a compulsory thing for every cars to have a speed limit on their vehicle, I think it will help. And some of those drivers should be checked along the road. If they get an odor of drinks, smell of drinks from your mouth, or if it is possible to be tested, if they check and you are a drug addict, I think they should have a measure some people have to be charged for, instead of wasting innocent people's life on the road.
I've seen that a lot of people are not educated the best way of driving, and I believe the remedy to it is that there should be a kind of an orientation that will be of help to those who really have the intention of driving, so that they will have a better training and they have the better experience, so that they can discharge it while they are driving.
Road safety should gear up, they should add up to their responsibilities and then try to see who is a good driver and who is a bad driver.
Government should look into the issue of the bad roads. They should help to, build more roads and then repair our old roads that are not good. And then those that are driving on the road that doesn't have license, or those that are drunk, the Federal Road Safety should also look into these issues by helping us to look at drivers who are licensed to drive on the road, and then their cars, are they fit to be on the road before they are being put on these roads.
It is very possible to drive without being involved in a crash, as long as road users obey and adhere strictly to road traffic rules and regulations and ensure constant maintenance of their vehicles.
Thank you, Fatima, for that contribution. Celebrating is one thing, but driving safely is paramount. Now, Uyo is our last trip as Ekomobong takes us through on festivities and accidents.
The festive season is upon us, and over here in Akwa Ibom State, the people are determined to not let the negative happenings of this year deter them from celebrating. The city of Uyo is buzzing with people going up and down, hustling to feed themselves and their families and make enough to give them the time of their life this festive season. My name is Ekomobong Ntese, and this is Uyo. With the hustling comes the influx of people on the roads. People who are coming home to celebrate with family, people who are traveling out to join family, and people who have gone out to double their hustle in order to put smiles on the faces of family this season. No matter the category, these people are on the roads with one aim: survival. The rate of road traffic crashes during this period is usually high. Some people attribute it to supernatural forces. How true is this?
I don't think there's any correlation. There's no relationship. Just that we have more people traveling on the roads, and then a lot of accidents are bound to happen if you're not careful. I don't think it has anything to do with blood-sucking demons. It's just a hoax. Nothing. Don't believe in it. And 90% accidents are natural occurrences, which can be prevented. So if we're careful the way we drive, we consider the next road user, there wouldn't be need for demons. And of course, when we talk about demons, blood-sucking demons, principalities that control the roads, they are also humans.
To me, it's part of carelessness, because when you are not patient, where you are supposed to match brake and you refuse to, it can lead you to accident and all those things. So it's not really 100%, and it's out of our carelessness and impatience.
I think there is no difference between the January time till this Ember month. There is no quite different from January to December. It's still the same day. But the attachment that people have in their mind, that they say, oh, it's Ember month. They try this one. Some people will try to be careful, while some are careless. You understand? So Ember month is here. Let me just drink and enjoy myself, and then make merriment to myself, and going excess.
Whether the belief that forces beyond human control are responsible for road traffic crashes during the festive season is true or not, the truth remains that human beings are behind the wheels and should do everything in their power to not lose control over their vehicles in order to protect themselves and the next person.
I plan before the day, but other people, they might just wake up that day and start rushing for what they don't know, and the road is busy, and they might end up not even reaching where they are going, or reaching who they want to go and see because of accident or things like that. Thinking is very, very important, because if you think a lot, you cannot even enter your steering, and even though you are on the street, you can do something that can occur, can bring negative effect to the next person.
If you know how you drive, then you take care, you be careful in how you drive. At least accident can be less.
We have a problem of planning. People don't plan their time. If you are traveling and you have the intention of traveling for festive activities in your place, plan your journeys. Get to the road early so that you don't begin to hurry. And particularly for those that are traveling from far distances down south, I will advise that you break your journeys. If you are coming from Abuja to Akwa Ibom State, what stops you from getting to Enugu, and you sleep? And the following day, you drive in. By the time 11 o'clock, thereabout, you're already in Akwa Ibom State, and you will rest. So please let there be planning to avoid unnecessary rush that leads to crash during this time.
As we are celebrating, we continue to bear in mind that only the living can celebrate. And so for us to be alive and healthy enough to celebrate, we are told that we have to continue to practice safety measures, especially on the roads. My name is Ekomobong Ntese.
Thank you, Ekomobong. Now, as we took you through some parts of the country, it is very easy to see that it's the same situation everywhere. If you observe traffic rules and regulations and drive with caution, you will get to your destination safely. Road transport unions and associations play a very important role in guiding their members as they transport passengers from one place to another.
Usually people move around from the north, they want to go to the south to see their people, friends and families, and some from the south, they want to come to the north. Some will come for pleasure, some will come to treat their people, some will come and buy goods so that they will go and sell and take advantage of it. It's just the normal thing. When there is heavy traffic, you will expect some hitches here and there. Towards the festive period, you will expect so many people to move from north to west and west to north and vice versa. And during that period, of course, we sensitize the owners of the vehicles to instruct their drivers to be more careful because there will be more traffic. And also from experience, we around some of those axes that we have issues, there is usually lots of hijack of vehicles around Oyo Ogomosho, around Zaria to Kano, so we expect our people to be more vigilant, more careful, and of course to adhere to our instruction that there is no night driving. This is what we do and will continue to do, and will continue to sensitize our people. And of course we align with the Federal Road Safety Commission in this direction. Usually from time to time, irrespective of the period, we train our drivers, we sensitize them, but especially towards the end of the year, they are careful, they are more careful. Before they are dispatched to go and load, they will be informed, and after the loading, there is what we call journey management plan, and that journey management plan includes all the instructions, situations of the road, what happened yesterday, day before yesterday, and what they envisage to take place. This is what we continue to tell our people.
If you're in a commercial vehicle, do caution the driver if the driving or speed is not in line with the road rules. Until the next episode, do follow the program on our social media handle on Twitter at RoadMattersNTA or send a mail to roadmatters@nta.ng. I am Fatima Omar. Drive to live. Bye-bye.